Hello everyone. Just thought I'd come on and do a really quick Facebook Live. Now let me know if it gets going blurry. I have a feeling there's several people in this house online. Could be a problem. Hey Kathy, how are you? Gee, you're on quick. Cool. Now I didn't announce I was coming online. I just thought that I'd jump on because I felt like using some new product that's coming out tomorrow. Now there's a bit of a glare, I know, on that stamp set, but anyway. So I hope everyone is well. If you're here, jump on and say hello. And yeah, I just wanted to make a really quick card. So tomorrow we have this pre-release software coming out, and it will be available in the, I believe, in the annual catalogue that's coming out in a few months. But they've released it early, so we get to play with it already. If you're a demonstrator, you would have already been able to order it. If you're a customer, you can order it from tomorrow. And it is a beautiful butterfly stamp set with matching dies, which, you know, mine always a mess. But, you know, they still work the same, even if they don't look pretty in the packet. And this beautiful Butterfly Bijou, I don't even know how to say it. Butterfly Bijou, B-I-J-O-U. Anyway, really, really pretty designer series paper. Double-sided and lots and lots of colours in this paper pack. It is amazing. So, see some really pretty ones. So I wanted to jump on and make a quick card today because I had a range of the butterflies stamped out sitting on my desk. And these were left over from other projects. So I thought, well, why not use what I have laying around to make a really quick card? So that's what I've decided to do. So I'm going to use these three. These I'll put away for another day, make another card. And I thought I would colour this butterfly. I had a die cut one already cut out. I'll put over the top, and then another die cut over the top of that. So I thought, well, why not jump on and just have everyone watch me while I do it. So these are the dies. Like, you know me, always messy. Once I start using them, they never go back in the same. It doesn't worry me. Right, we have this amazing die, which cuts out all the stamped butterflies. Okay, now these are only shown at 85%. So these are a bit smaller than the actual stamp set. And you'll see if I put it around the right way. Okay, see how you stamp the butterflies all together and then the die cuts them all out at once. That's why I have so many laying on my desk, because obviously I wanted one for a project and I've just left the others on my desk. So that is brilliant. You can, if you're game and you want to have individual butterfly stamps, you can cut your rubber stamps into individual butterflies. It will still work as well. They'll still stamp just as good. Just know that you won't be able to use this die to cut them all out at once. But that doesn't mean that you can't cut out, like, stamp one and then use the whole die and just cut out that one butterfly. That will still work. I've actually done that on a project. I've just stamped this little one down the bottom on a bit of paper, and then when I've die cut it, I've just obviously had to use the whole thing, and it cuts out brilliant. There's not a problem with that. Some people don't like cutting their stamps. They get really nervous about that. Just know that if you do that, you void warranty with Stampin' Up, and they don't recommend doing it, but a lot of people do it because you might not want to waste all that paper and have all them stamp at once. So you can definitely cut it up and stamp them individually. So that's the Butterfly Brilliant stamp set. Now, this large die, not only does it cut out those stamps, but there's also a piece of paper in here, designer series paper. And check this out. Look at that. How brilliant is that? It cuts out those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 butterflies from that piece of paper. How cool is that? So even if you don't want the stamp set, you can get the paper and the dies and still have beautiful butterflies, and all the colouring work is done for you. I'm going blurry, aren't I? Am I going blurry? Oh, so sorry. obviously there's too many people in our house using the internet. If it gets too bad, just let me know, and I'll kick someone off, kick a few off. Yeah, so there you go, that paper, I mean that die cuts out that paper, really brilliant. Then you get the individual butterfly details, and these are these ones, it cuts out these ones. It's all okay for you, Sue? Oh good, hopefully it's just my end. So you get all the individual lacy, I call them lacy, but they're like a detailed die cut, I guess. So all of them as well. There's lots in this pack of dies, and then you also get these cute little ones which are a solid little butterfly. They look like a moth to me but that's just me. And I have a card that I've used them on, hang on a minute, and they're just a solid little butterfly, so they look like that. So they're really cute as well. I call them a moth, but anyway. So they're different sizes. There's a bigger one and a smaller one. And then you get these great texture pieces as well. So you've got like, this will create little holes. This is like a hatch, like a stainless steel, like you see on all the tradies toolboxes, that sort of effect. And then bricks, which is really cool. So you probably think they don't go with butterflies at all, but they create cool little details. So they're really handy as well. Alright, so let's get on to creating a card, now that I've shown you all them. Alright, pop all these away. So I've already got these pieces die cut, so I won't, they all fell off. So I won't be using my die cutting machine today, or the dies, because they're already done, sitting around. So whenever you have extras for a project, don't throw them out. Just keep them aside and you'll be amazed at, you know, make quick and easy cards with the stuff you already have laying around. Alright, so we're going to use these. I'm going to choose a paper as my background. I think I'll go this one because I have a So Saffron butterfly. So I'll use that paper. Just pop this away. It's my fancy dancy storage system. Is it a Ziploc bag? Alright, so I'm going to colour this butterfly So Saffron and Calypso Coral. I'm not going to worry too much about detailed colouring. I'm just going to get colour on the butterfly. So I'm going to start from darkest through to lightest. I'm going to start with my Calypso Coral just on the edge. And like I said, it's not going to be perfect colouring, just to get a little bit of colour. So I'm going to start the dark Calypso Coral around the edge of the wings. And when you're using the Stampin' Blends, it doesn't really matter whether you colour light first and then dark, or dark first and then light, because they blend anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And the body, I'm going to do the dark Calypso Coral. Alright, now the light Calypso Coral. So I hope everyone is well and you've been getting some crafting done. I haven't been around much. I had laptop issues and oh my goodness, I tell you. Mine has been playing up for quite some time, and about 6 months ago it played up enough that I went, that's it, I'm getting a new one. So I went out and bought a new one, and then my one decided to start working again, and then it worked fine. It was actually better than it had been in a while. And then a week or so ago it decided to start playing up again, and yeah, this time it was like unfixable. Alright, so now I'm going in with the dark So Saffron just to get a little bit of yellow in there, And yeah, so the laptop, it was, you know, I let it go for a week or so doing its own merry thing, and it didn't come good like it had the previous time. And I know what caused it. It's a Windows update, but it just didn't come back this time, so I had to use hubby's. He's got a new PC a little while ago, so I went, that's it, I'm using your old laptop. But it's so hard to go from what you're used to setting up another one to how you wanted it. Oh, I've only just got it set up now, but still some things are a bit clunky and don't work as well as I'd like them to, so sometimes it just gets all too hard and I give up and go, nah, that's it, had enough for today. Alright, so now I'm coming in with the light So Saffron, and I'm going over some of the previous colour that I put down just to make sure that it blends in. And I did go outside the lines on this butterfly a little bit, but it's okay. Now sometimes what I like to do is go back over the whole thing with the light colour. It just sort of tones it all in and blends it a little bit better. Because you don't want any real distinct straight lines between your colours. There we go. How easy was that? Pretty butterfly. And now our white one is going to go on top. Now it didn't matter how good that colouring was underneath because it's mostly going to be covered. So you're just going to see a little bit of it through the detailed butterfly. So he is just going to go on top. I don't know why it's a he. It could be a she. Who knows? And then a little So Saffron one on top of that. Oops, way too much glue. And I'm not going to worry. Some people would really be pedantic, but I'm not going to worry that this little So Saffron butterfly has stamens down here, the white one's there, and then the coloured one at the top. Yeah, not going to worry me. Not that pedantic. Alright, so now that little butterfly detail is done, just going to pop their wings up a little bit. I have a standard So Saffron card here, 10 folding. So it's just a piece of A4 cardstock that I've cut in half long ways. So each the cards is approximately 4 1/8 wide. So you just get a piece of A4 cut in half. Now my DSP, I'm just going to cut a fraction smaller so that it fits as my base for my card front. So I normally cut these at 4 and then 5 3/4 because my card base is roughly 5 7/8 long. And I know, I'm sorry, I'm an inches person. That is going to glue straight to the card front, so that's my base for my detailed design. And I always like to use a lot of DSP. It just adds easy detail to your card. So if you're not a stamper, break out the paper. Alright, now the idea I had was to put a sentiment down here with my butterfly there, and just under my sentiment I'm going to do, I thought maybe some ribbon. I'm not going to wrap it underneath. I am just going to put some tape down that, oh wait, where's it gone? Oh no, my daughter's pinched my tape and I've got to get a new one out. Okay. Hey Anita. Yes, I haven't been on live much lately. So yes, you did catch me, but there's always the replay anyway. Alright. So I haven't planned out exactly what this card is going to look like. I just sort of have a few ideas in my head and just the basic elements I know I'm going to use. So this is generally how I create and design things. I don't use a lot of sketches. I don't have preconceived ideas in my head, really. I just sit down and play. And they turn out okay, I think so. Alright, putting my tape down that I can't get the backing off. There we go. Right, my ribbon's got a bit of a kink in it, so I'm just going to cut that off. And my ribbon is actually not as wide as my tape. So we are going to do 2 layers of ribbon, 2 strips, sorry. Okay. Alright, so now I want a sentiment piece here. So I'm just going to use I think this is called the Everyday Label Punch. Hey Trish, how are you? Watching from, let me get it right, Kentucky. KY is Kentucky, yes. I'm getting to know my US states. Alright, so just a punch, and the Butterfly Brilliant stamp set has no sentiments in it, so you can use whatever sentiment you want, but I have this Happy Thoughts stamp set, so I thought I'd use this, hoping one of them actually fits in my, let's do Happy Birthday, fits on my punch. Right, now these are stuck to the case a little bit, and if I keep trying to pry them off with my fingernail, I know I'm going to wreck it. So grab the spatula end of your Take a Pick tool, slide it underneath and lift it off. So you won't damage your stamp or your fingernail. And does that fit? Yes. Okay. So I might just stamp that in Memento. Sorry if tapping my stamp makes it go blurry. Someone must have got off the internet because it's gone blurry for a little bit. My husband's doing training at the moment online. My son is probably playing a game, and my daughter's probably watching YouTube. So, and I'm doing live. Oh gosh, technology is too accessible, isn't it? Alright, so happy birthday. Oh no, look at that. I got a halo. Turn it over. Try again. Sorry if my head gets in the way. That's better. It's a little bit crooked. Oh no. Yeah. It be good. It be okay. No, that is crooked as. I don't like that. Let's try that again. Here we go. Let's try again. I probably need to read my Memento as well. Alright, everyone got everything crossed so that this stamp's okay? Ah, much better. 3rd time's a charm. Here we go. Much better. Right, I'm just going to pop that on with some dimensionals. So this is a really simple card. It's not very detailed at all. The longest part of it would be cutting out your die cut shapes. Can't talk today. What's new? And then lost the butterflies. Here they are. Just going to pop these on there. And I'm not going to put it on dimensionals because I have these raised and I don't want it too high. Obviously, if you were to send this card in the mail, these are going to go flat. But you can't help that. Look at the back here. See what I've used? I had these sheets printed that I was going to put on some DSP squares for when I film and stuff, and I went, oh, I just can't be bothered. So I thought, rather than waste the paper, the sheet, I'll just use the other side of it. And that actually doesn't show through. So I think these ones, yeah, look, so all these I've reused that cardstock on the other side. So I love that there's two sides you can use. It's so good. Some of them are actually printed calendars as well, and there's a whole sheet of printed calendar on the other side, but because our cardstock is thick enough, you can't see it, so you can turn it over and use the other side. Waste not, want what, not want. No, what's the saying? Waste not, want not. Is that what? I know what I'm trying to say. And I nearly put dimension on this in. Do you see? I had it sticking on my finger. It was ready. I was ready to put it on. Alright. So here's our cute little butterfly. And it needs a bit of bling. So let's use the Artistry Blooms Sequins. Oh, yes, waste not, want not. That's hard to say. It's a real tongue twister, isn't it? Okay, let's just use, I don't know what, these are the orangey ones. Oh, that would look pretty. Let's just put on the little ones in the middle. Oh, pretty. And I think because we have a bit of a gap down here, I've sort of stamped the sentiment up higher on the label. So I'm going to put one. Actually, I'm going to put two there. And I should have put the next one. Oh, let's just put it up there. There we go. Really simple card. Not a lot to it. And you don't need to do perfect colouring for those blends because you don't actually see it underneath there. It's just to give a bit of colour to the butterfly. So I hope you've enjoyed that quick and simple card. I might be back tomorrow. I can't promise anything. Who knows? I might be. I might not be. It's a mystery. You'll just have to keep an eye out, won't ya? Haha. What am I trying to get? Here we go. So these products are out tomorrow. We have the Butterfly Brilliant stamp set, the Brilliant Wings dies, the Butterfly Bijou Designer Series paper, and there's another paper. I didn't bring it over to my desk, but it's a natural specialty paper, I think it's called, and it's $8.95 a packet, but you get 2 sheets in the packet, and they're really thin like a laminate, and they're got a wood grain pattern. They're really, really pretty. So I'm sorry I didn't bring them over. I should have, but they're really nice and very different. So all these available tomorrow in my online store. If you're a customer of mine, every $50 in an order, you get a loyalty point for every $50 in an order. And you also go into the draw for my monthly customer giveaway. So have a look on my Facebook page. I've got those posts up on the page of what the customer draw is. And yeah, any questions, please comment below. And thank you for watching me. And hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I've just noticed you said simply beautiful. Thank you. And Trish loves it. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Happy crafting. And I'll catch you again real soon. Okay, bye-bye.